and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. What is up, gamers? What? Yeah. Welcome back, man. I don't know. Getting everything set up on my second screen real quick, and then we hop right in here. Yeah. Glad to have Speedy in the chat already, because otherwise I am, shitsoing tonight. Yes, I did just pull out the Discord link on you. Honestly, I was just curious whether or not the command still worked. But yeah. You know where to drive, theoretically, I assume. But yeah, we are in Zandvoort indeed. You tell me if there's any audio issues or whatever, or if you can't hear me or whatever. Which obviously... well, you won't know that I told you to tell me because you can't hear me, but we're alone here tonight. It is what it is. Fanta is racing later, I think next week as well. So we're gonna be all issues. What the hell? We're gonna be audio issues is what I said. But yeah, honestly, brain is kind of fried. Might have said all issues. But yeah, we're pulling through here alone tonight, and I'm, speaking of pulling, I'm pulling always, but right now I'm pulling out the stats. And we are looking at Seagull at the top of the world with 136 points. Lauda just behind with 128. So there is a 8-point distance between the Formula Sundays. Yeah, I want to say GOAT, but it's really like he's the goal. We need to find another like acronym for him here. But yeah, these two are duking it out for the crown, and then in P3 we have DJ with 85 points and MQ with 83, so these two are kind of close together to fight for P3. DJ also back again after missing out for 2 weeks. Seagull also has missed 2 weeks, which is also kind of crazy, because he's still on top of the leaderboard. And if we're looking at constructors, I think it's a little bit of a boring story, really. Ferrari on 213 points, and then come Haas with 122, and in the end Red Bull in third, 108. Williams with 89, Mercedes 84, and then Racing Bulls with 76, and McLaren with 67. Jimsky's asking for an invite. Sure thing. Go Lauda, go. Damn. Nobody else rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Lauda. You will get a podium tonight. Where the frick is Jimsky? Huh? Oh well, I'm not the lobby host, I can tab out and invite him, I guess. Zack, zack. 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 So. In the meantime, we have just missed Emil's first qualifying lap. So that's gonna be the benchmark. Janneman is just gonna come over the line though. Yeah, honestly, I have not talked much about Zandvoort yet. A track that I personally like for Well, it's a time trial track, let's say it like that. I feel like it's a cool track, but in many spots it's just too narrow for modern Formula 1 cars, and you can't really overtake well. The middle DRS straight here that Bats is on right now, it's just a little bit too short to go for proper overtakes. And yeah, I guess start-finish straight is long enough usually, but it's kinda hard to be in close proximity behind throughout this turn here. The bank turn, of course. DRS starting very, very early, so that gives you plenty of opportunity to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. Lauda here, throwing his Ferrari around the track. It's also kind of grey-ish. The tool says 14% rain, so I can't really tell. That means a lot. I do think it does not start raining under 25%, so we're probably gonna stay dry for a little bit. Forecast dropping down with rain. What is the word? Chance? Yeah. It's unlikely that we'll see wet qualifying here. So Jimsky is gonna connect, hopefully, at some point. Do have a Discord DM as well. I wonder if that is Jimsky too. Nope, that's just a random ping somewhere. Bro. It's a random ping of Speedy. Okay, who is asking questions about my Steam inventory. So basically, if you see any sussy games in there, we do like the thing where everybody draws a name in our friend group for Christmas, and then we gift each other Steam games up to a threshold of $5. Bro, you can just write in the Twitch chat, then I don't have to check my phone whether Jimsky needs another invite or not. But yeah. So the short version is I just got gifted a whole bunch of shit, and the game you mentioned is one of those things. Because I'm playing this with a whole bunch of degenerates. Didn't want to expose you like that, man. Yeah, dude, I exposed myself already. There's so much stuff of me on the internet that will never go away. If my employer ever finds out how to use the internet, it's Jova. To be fair, if you Google my real name, you actually get nothing on myself, so that's a dub. There's no results to my name. But yeah, on board with MQ here, going through at this middle sector. I wonder, did they like rework the curbs? I feel like the curbs were a lot more deadly earlier on, in earlier versions of the game. Looks like you can drive them way more chill. Here, of course, you could have cut before. I assume that's fixed now because MQ's not going for that one at all. Seagull also qualifying is interesting. So Lauda and Seagull are really duking it out for the championship. I'm not sure what Jimsky's issue is. I did get him an invite. I will try again, but he is still offline, so I mean, we will see. But yeah, Cherry is supposedly the only one who is on a hot lap right now. Kingsman started one just behind him. And here we go through sector 1. Well, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe that's just like being a little bit brain dead, but I don't think I ever get like a coherent thought to the end of it. Like, I want to say something and then I want to talk about something else, and by the time I'm done with that, I'm kind of want to finish the point I wanted to make before. But then it's just eluding me. Well, Cherry is not eluding a decent lap time here, so an improvement in the first 2 sectors. There's only one more braking zone here, and full speed through the bank turn into the start-finish straight. And here we are. Times good for 5th here. Kingsman just about beats him out with 400ths of an advantage, roughly. Emil's good first sector here. The Haas representative. Oh no, Yeast is here as well today. That's very nice. Really wonder what's on with Jimsky. Like, why can bro message me about an invite but then ignore 2 of my invites? Or is it just game issue again? Well, Emil's coming over the line now. And that is P5 for him. He's just about to beat Janneman, who is on a hot lap right now, I assume. First sector done now. Boah. That is a very decent improvement in only that first sector. And the track rather short, of course. There's not too much time to win or lose some time. However, all of these turns here very technical. It's kind of hard to find the right way through, and he did definitely lose some time in sector 2. I doubt he's gonna be able to challenge Seagull or Lauda, given the gap that they have going right there. But I think P3 is what he's aiming for. And damn, he just about takes his position back from Emil's, but that's it. So let's see what Seagull can do in the Merc today. Yeah, I don't know, Speedy or anybody else, if you guys have like followed livery reveals. What is your favorite one so far? I've been seeing Audi getting a lot of hate, people saying like the Ferrari looks like a toilet bowl. Did Williams already release like the official one, or was it only that testing livery I've seen? Because that was kind of cool. I think the Red Bull one is good, like being more blue is kind of cool. What else did we already see? I think Alpine is like literally the exact same livery, if I'm not mistaken. And Seagull is still in the exact same position, P2, but now another 2 tenths quicker, but still 1.5 tenths away from Lauda. MQ here is not gonna gain 7 tenths. That's for sure. Yeah, I think the racing bolts are also revealed, right? Like, those are okay. I really like the Haas. Probably the Haas is, in my opinion, the biggest upgrade of the livery revealed so far. Not the biggest fan of the Audi. Not that I like absolutely hate it, but I feel like they just dropped the ball on that one. Like, that could have been so much better. Oh, MQ. I was about to say MQ on another lap, but no. Bald Ghost is not on another lap neither, so we'll just stick with Rice here to see. Audi's just bland. Yeah, there was such cool concept art, and I feel like this is just a little bit too easy. Like, it's too easy of a livery to the point where it kind of looks like a My Team car. Like, I feel if I open up the game and like launch a career and pick the second design with grey and orange, I will have an Audi. It's just... I mean, I guess it's like fitting to the designs of like their other race cars, because they have like the orange and grey stuff like going for a while, but I don't know. This just looks like a discount McLaren, and I'm an Audi enjoyer and a McLaren hater, so that's not too great. But yeah, it is what it is. If it's fast, I don't really have issues with it. I would like to see Nico go out with a bang, because I assume he's not gonna get much more than 2 years. And if the car is good by next, or by this season even already, then he might even get less. Not that I think like he would underdrive the car, but like, I feel like if they actually built a rocket ship, they just would want a good driver, like a top tier driver in there. Though then again, I don't know who you want to get other than like Verstappen. I feel like that McLaren nearly lost the Drivers' Championship is just such a poor statement on both drivers. Let's phrase it like that. It's kind of crazy. And who else would you pick as your top driver? I guess you could pick Leclerc, but like Leclerc brings the issue of having crippling depression. Hamilton is honestly washed until I'm convinced otherwise this season. But I have not seen a performance in a few years that would warrant that he is much better than Hülkenberg. For the price especially, right? Yeah, they should sign you for real. Yeah. The Belgian Max Verstappen. Oh damn. Speaking of the Belgian Max Verstappen, he's this British, but he is fast. That's just about ahead of Manap, honestly, who must have laid down a banger as well. There is DJ. Now that's more like it. P3 for the Ferrari driver, just out of MQ. And we're still waiting for Jimsky's arrival. The Belgian Norris, serial butler. Yeah. Maybe. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Yes, I'm a little bit of a Norris hater, and honestly, Piastri didn't look too great after the first half of the season either. Albeit, I think he generally got kind of screwed over by McLaren. But yeah, like Norris is still like a good prospect of being like an actual decent driver. I just don't know if he can do it again if his car is like not by far the best. Well, let's see the Dodgies here. We've just seen Wild Ghost go P5. Now Manep, second Dodgy, both of them in the kick. Coming through. Currently sitting in P8. Jimsky has finally joined the lobby. And he is gone. Okay, he's gone over the line here. I'm just gonna give Jimsky another invite so he can for sure get in. And we're gonna see MQ here. Oh, and Lauda with another improvement. That's crazy. I think Seagull was only like 200ths off him in the very end. But yeah, Lauda made sure that's the old 1.5 tenth gap again. Really good time by him there. Big gap between DJ and Seagull there. Let's see. MQ with an improvement, snipes DJ there. Jimsky has left the session again. It does look like he is having some serious trouble getting in here. Emils is not on a fast lap, but it's gonna be the last one over the line. Actually, no, it's a DJ. Well, him pissing here gives Jimsky some more seconds to join the lobby, maybe, and survive in the lobby. He's here. Will he stay? Or will he go? We will see. RIP. Well. He may have a little bit of time still. I'm not sure. It is the usual sight in the front row again, though. It's Lauda and Seagull. Whenever they actually completed qualifying, they were 1-2. And then MQ and DJ is pretty much like the usual best of the rest, I guess. Wild goes with another good performance here, beating out both Haas's and his teammate. In 8th there, Manupf. And Charin Janneman. Honestly, yeah, I would almost say extraordinarily bad qualifying for Janneman. P10 is not really where he aims to be at usually, I think. But then again, we look at, like, it says plus 1.3 seconds. But in reality, if we ignore Seagull and Lauda, like P3 until P12, I think. I don't know, I did not see exactly. We're like all within 3/10. That's like really close together. Wait, let me try to fix. Fix the tool. And then we go back into the game. Zack. So, will we have Jimsky or will we not? We will see. Everybody is waiting nicely. I mean, I can try to get Jimsky in again, but probably gonna be his last chance to join. Well, looks like we're just gonna be waiting for players. From what I can see, albeit it being extremely grey around there, I do not think it should rain immediately. I'm not sure if we implemented that change already as well, now thinking about rain. But the in-game forecast supposed to be turned on approximate and not perfect predictions anymore, for it to be more realistic maybe. But maybe we're only doing that in the next season and I've just leaked it to you. Whoops. We have hards and mediums all around. Nice little pattern there. First and last and third from the front and the back, all on the hards. Most of the guys on medium makes me think this is the good old one-stopping hard medium race. Of course, Fanta, being a Zandvoort fanboy, could probably tell us more about that here, but he is not there. And I did not have the time or the nerves to dig deep into strategies for this race. So, Lauda and Seagull leading very far in the front. MQ's a good way behind, honestly. But I think they're closing. They're not closing in a lot, honestly. I'm not sure if this is 10 car lengths. But yeah, I guess that's a disadvantage in waiting for the other drivers that everybody else needs on Lauda and Seagull. Whereas the grid is lining up here, Emil's coming into position. And I think Kingsman and Rice in the end there, failing their parking job. But we're loading in. Lights are on. And they're out very quickly and away we go. I think Lauda got a really good start, but Seagull on the mediums of course has a big advantage. MQ on the hards can defend his third position. There's a bit of contact between the Williams and the Mercedes further down, but it's Seagull in the lead for now. And DJ and Wild Ghost were battling there briefly, but I don't think there was any change of positions here. Further back, Cherry getting overtaken by Menephere side by side, and then Bats and Rice are side by side as well further down. Let's see a little bit more of that here, as Bats yields the position in the very end to Rice. And I think even though there was a little bit of action further down, there did not really occur any positional change, right? Janneman was 10th. And Kingsman and Rice behind him, and DJ DNF'd. And that is a safety car coming right out, and I wonder what happened there. I don't think I saw any gaps being like extraordinarily small. I do wonder though, what is the play now? 36 laps is quite a lot. I am not even sure if pitting now does anything to you. And Seagull for sure doesn't go in. Race strategy guide is trying to hit us with the SMH, but nobody is shaking their head. Well, I assume, yeah, Jimsky could not join, evidently. Really unfortunate. Well, how's that then? There wasn't any issues like in the past weeks, right? Ah, curious, either way. You were offline to me the entire time as well. I'm not sure if that's related. But yeah, well, we're having some safety car right now. Taking some scenic roads around here. Although the car has already despawned. It's the first safety car in a while. Oh, severe collision with Rice. Yeah, and it seems like people have already forgotten how to drive it. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a little bit sad, but like, can get into the game, get into lobby, and then it disconnects there, okay. Yeah, fair enough. That is unfortunate. Yeah. Was about to say it's also unfortunate that safety cars like in the first lap. I would have loved to see some tactical variation maybe come out from a mid-race safety car, but yeah, like this it's gonna be rather eventless. Wonder if Bats is diving into the pits now to potentially serve his penalty. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. And so is Yeast. Oh my, and so was a big brake check going on there. I wonder, can Bats actually serve this? Yeah, he does, okay. Oh, he also got front wing damage from it, so... Wait, but he did not change the front wing. That is pain. With a capital no S. Ay ay ay. Well, maybe he can go again. But yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Could have just done that for free. Then again, I don't think the safety car's pace is too high here. You can probably close in a pit stop within 1 lap. Let me see. 24 seconds time lost, whereas everybody else is about 9, so you lose... Well, with the 10-second time penalty, right? So you lose 15 seconds per lap. The safety car's pace is 140, roughly. Race pace was 123 before. Oh, safety car's in this lap though, so... Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, I was about to say, try not to crash into your opponent. We're going extreme, like, people were literally parked. I mean, I don't think it was helped on by Lauda just kind of teleporting in front of Seagull and confusing everything in the front. Seagull is going very, very slow still. Safety car's now fully gone, so he has all the time and space he needs. Let's see when he steps on the pedal, and that is right now. And honestly, he got away really nicely. 0.7 between him and Lauda already. There is no shot he's gonna be challenged. Instead here though, the kicks could get together here. But Manap can't find a way around the Haas of Emils. Oh. Corner cutting from Wild Ghost. Oh, and it looked like Wild Ghost did cut the corners rather to his disadvantage, and so did Kingsman. Kingsman not having much front wing left at all here. Oh damn, yeah, he got banged from both sides. That's kind of crazy. It's a running zero downforce setup there. And Seagull's kind of like pulling away with Lauda. Like 2 seconds between the two of them here, MQ and Lauda, and Seagull fairly certain he can build a 1 second gap over the next lap with the tyre advantage he has, and he kind of needs to do that. So yeah, Seagull fastest lap. Lauda of course zooming in on the straight, getting the slipstream, probably using quite some ERS as well. Rice in the pits, and I assume so will Kingsman be. And... Okay, no, Kingsman was only in the pits. I was like, where is Kingsman gone? But did not retire, he's just pitting. And Lauda did not let Seagull go, so this is now gonna be a very good spot for him. He's gonna have the best tires in the long run against Seagull here. And he can just kind of chill in DRS here. That's a lot of time gained, I think like about 0.5 per lap. Albeit Lauda not really getting a good... Okay, never mind. Yeah, Lauda, I don't know. I've been saying check his PC in the past, but for this one, check his PC for real. Bro is the Wreck-It Ralph girl. It's just glitching in front. No questions asked. have not seen that in a while, especially not like glitching forwards. Usually the people just glitch backwards. Like, holy. I think EA is tweaking at the moment. I think Lauda is tweaking at the moment, but yeah, it might just be EA. Let's look at someone else instead. There's a lot of action going on here there. Bats is sliding around a little bit there over the grass. Of course, still having that broken front wing if I'm not mistaken. But these guys here are still very close together there. Jannemann in the McLaren sandwich. He's almost taking a very close look at Bats' rear. Oh, nothing. Jannemann is now finally past. Cherry kinda got carried far up the banked corner there. Excuse me. Oh, yeast. Yeasty dive there into the inside. But no position gained here. Ooh, trying the outside line here, but nope. Actually going for the switchback midway through. It's not getting past Bats here though. Yeah, these right-handers are tough for Bats there, with the left side front wing damage. That of course helps a lot usually. And there is, there is a Wild Ghost there, off-road. Unless he's also just EA tweaking, but don't think he was. Yeah, and Jannemann is clear of Cherry, of course, at the start of this lap, and now already 1.7 seconds away, so finally set free. Let's see, Seagull vs Lauda. Nope, no overtake happening. Menup here maybe. It's far too far down. Oh, let's do the same move again. Yeast on the inside, past the two McLarens potentially. Really careful there to not hook Bats' rear wheel. But yeah, this is gonna be very hard to defend for Bats now. Other internet tweaking hard. It's a great spot to insert an app for NordVPN. Second time this week, Jan clears Cherry in a game. Wait, did you guys play like 6-man and little bro smurfed? Did he actually do the infamous air dribble? So Yeast still on the DRS of Bats, yeah? And on the main straight, I think it might just be done for the McLaren. Don't think he can avert this. He tried and that's enough, yeah, but yeah, that is not defendable for Bats here. Let's see, I think Cherry is too far back to try a move. Yeah. Wonder, is Cherry having like damage as well? Usually he should be quicker than these two. Oh yeah, he's also missing the left end plate. Okay, that's interesting. Wild Ghost pitting. Gonna come out roughly in the vicinity of Rice. Yeah, and Menup here kinda attacking Emils a little bit. But then again, Emils trying to close the gap to MQ. But I assume the mediums are not gonna get better at this point in time. Damn. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That was some contact there. I wonder, Seagull got damage? Yeah, Seagull got damage. And the worst thing is, Lauda was probably not even there. Cherry speeding the pit lane, yikes. Reminds me of one of the first F125 races I did. And Cherry just broke my front wing 10 seconds in. Well, Yeah, I assume Lauda just broke Seagull's front wing while probably not being aware of it. To be fair, there are theoretically rules in the rulebook that make you responsible of your connection, and there are several instances already caused by like Lauda's major desyncs, and it seems like nobody else has them, so yeah, but I don't think Seagull's the type of guy to report that, to be honest. Oh, and he now gets a corner cut warning while going into the pits. That is a banger. Another banger by EA Sports. Yeah, bro's exit lag is not exiting his lag, yeah. Ah well. Where is the gull? The gull is in the middle of nowhere. He is flying rent-free over this track. This, however, is in the middle of somewhere. With Wild Ghosts on the inside of Cherry here. Let's see. This is a rather atypical part of the track to be side by side on. But they pull through. I don't think Wild Ghost can hold around the outside. Yeah, he drops back behind. A little nice little three-way battle here though. I think all of them have been in the pits if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I see Cherry's front wings fixed. Oh, Wild Ghost there, definitely a little bit wild on the brakes. But he is so far back, I don't think there's a move on the line here. Cherry, however, now on the inside against Rice. The two poles there infighting. Wild Ghost is just watching patiently for now. His time may come. Very close behind now. Whoa, you might even try to launch a move here. Very nice respect being paid by Rice there to not cause any contact. Both of them have DRS, and in the end this is just gonna I mean, set up Rice for an overtake, honestly, because Rice now does not have the DRS anymore. Wild Ghost, some really nice pressure on the Mercedes driver there. Oh, yikes. Ui, he's Hulkenbergen for real. Hulken out. Oh, I wanted to have another look at him. Well, that kind of sucks for Seagull, honestly. He's lost like a lot of time with pitting for his front wing as well. And Lauda is just gonna get it for free now. But W strategy on everybody else. From what I can see, the hard runners who started are roughly on 60%. I think most medium runners have pitted by now. Exceptions being Jannemann, Emils, well, and DJ. But let's just say DJ is not going to play a major role on the podium today, probably. But yeah, that's a huge dub for Jan and Emils, who can now, I think that, like, honestly, the hards I see are like between 50 and 60%. So, like, the mediums must have been gone by now. I think this is, like, exactly the pit window for Yeneman and Emils. And now they can drive, like, a chill race. Seagull coming in again for another set of hearts. I do wonder, does he... is there another set? Oh no, he started on mediums, right? Yeah, okay. Can he cook though? 22 laps. I feel like that is a lot. That's really a lot. I think, yeah, I don't know what you would want to do, honestly. I feel like this is probably a safe two-stopper then, right? Does not look like anybody here could go to the end from here. Probably even like the likes of Emils and Yeneman do likely want to go and pit again. I think we did see a cheeky overtake there by... yeah, okay, I was about to say. Cherry probably tried to jump Kingsman while coming out of the pits still, but yeah, so let's see what we got going. Yeah, only Kingsman, Manif and Bats are on old hearts. Kingsman just threw his car off the track. That's crazy. Everybody else has pitted now. The field is still spread far apart. Seagull is gonna close up in a second. But yeah, his entire, I wouldn't even say advantage, it was already a disadvantage, but like the disadvantage due to his pit stop only got bigger. And wait. Bats is still driving with a broken front wing. He has still not fixed his front wing yet. That is absolute pain. Show tire. Everybody is on fresh. I just did show tire. Everybody is on hards. Manif and Bats didn't pit. Kingsman didn't pit. Bats pitted 2 laps ago. Okay, yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah, so probably gonna have another lap of this safety car here, as the 2 cars furthest back have not closed up still. So I guess technically, like, that's a chance for anyone who was still undecided about pitting and wanted to pit now to go in and do so still. Yeah, MQ here, leaving adequate space for the teleporting ladder. Cherry and Kingsman doing their normal trolling. Yeah, they do a little bit of trolling. So, we should be going again at the end of this lap. Can we look at anything else? Seagull currently the only driver with a time penalty at all. Though I am not entirely sure if this is not going to get removed, because he may have just gotten some bullshit penalty in the pit lane. I'm not sure if that can give you multiple warnings as well, but that's at least where he got his final warning. I mean, I guess we could go... Can we... Race director. Incidents. Yeah, I assume that this was like 3 warnings at once, or 4. Because Seagull is not the kind of guy to get track limit warnings usually. Anyways, we're right back for the restart. So let's see when Lauda will take the jump. He's going now. Might have been a little bit early. Ah no, the safety car's over the finish line now, so he's not gonna get slowed down. Well timed here. Honestly, there's just not much movement all around. I do think I want to... Oops. I want to jump on... Seagull penalty is a bug. Yes, I am aware. Yeah, I do want to jump on Seagull's POV here. Because I do think Bro will fly through the field here. And he has to, I guess, right? Lauda, of course, now in prime position to win it. He has only the medium tire left. To be fair, Seagull can choose whatever tire he wants in the very end. Maybe this is an advantage as well if he can go for another set of hards for more endurance compared to Lauda, who will have to drive a set of mediums still because he started on hards and is now on hards as well. And now it's a matter of how fast can Seagull get through the field here. He's using a lot of overtake. But with a DRS or rather slipstream train at this point like this, it's not that easy to get past anybody. Really gotta catch them by surprise if they make any mistakes, but does not seem like Manap is doing any right now. A lot of ERS spent here again to be close, put some pressure onto the kick. That does not seem to amount to anything yet. Oh. Could maybe threaten a dive here. Forces him a little bit deep as well, but don't think worse enough to go for an overtake. Rise the Bats. I feel like Bats was probably not entirely voluntarily on off track. We get a safety car for that? Lauda is pitting? Front wing where? Whoa, whoopala. Lauda lost his full front. What happened there? See, did he jump into a wall this time? That is crazy. Yeah, well, that is dire for his championship ambitions. Because he's also on mediums now, so he has to drive so long on the softest set of tires. Race is going again. Nobody did get a drive-through penalty, but Rice did get a corner cut one. Kingsman Driftsman gas. He do be sliding a lot. Wonder if Cherry can abuse that. I wonder how long it will take Lauda to get back. Let's jump back into the mix. This little train is held up behind Janeman. And Yeast is now moving up to P3. Oh, he's still like really parking his car in front of the Williams there. But I guess fair game. Oh, Seagull. It does not have the angle to come out there with the same speed. So it's just gonna fall through for now. So, oh my, okay. Manip there kind of got scared into braking really late there, running very deep. And then Seagull could go past. Rice in the pits, presumably for front wing damage. Not too sure. Yeah, his pit time is going up to 7 seconds, so I guess that was a front wing. Also going for the softs, so what a choice. Jannemann and Yeast here fighting in Seagull's plane view. Of course, Seagull wants to get by as soon as possible to chase after the leaders. Bats is obviously bleeding time to Lauda. I was not meaning to say it that way around. Honestly, I was about to say Lauda is catching up big time on Bats, but yeah, Bats also still with the front wing, also with the little bit more worn hard tires now, I think. Pitted before everybody else. And now let's see what Seagull can do here. What Jannemann can do here. Oh, Jannemann is actually going for the move. It's at least forcing Yeast deep, and Jannemann has found the wall again. Well, well, well. Spinny Changas. Honestly, if Fabian ever makes a meme review of this season, this is peak material. He can do like the little bro link up so well, because there was just a season where I was spinning in the Williams every single race as well. This is just peak inheritance. You can't park there, mate. Yeah. Well, you saw him do it, right? Oh my god, oh my god. Yeast grinded that curb harder than... Yeah, okay. Tony Hawk, man. Could have said something very different, but yep, he grounded it straight into the wall. That is... Hit it with a clean 50-50. Oh my god, Jannemann speeding in the pit lane as well. Now there is the retirement. It is absolute despair for Williams. Car doesn't work for testing. Formula Sundays, retirement, no points. All hope lies on Kingsman. But Kingsman is standing behind the Polish wall, so what can you do? Oh, why? Wait, Lauda already in P7, so he must have gotten past Bats, but I think this is where the fun begins, kind of. Now, Kingsman and Cherry here are a good bit quicker than Bats with the damaged car. So, I'm not quite sure if Lauda can catch up to these guys quite so quickly. Seagull is for sure gaining on Emil Znamke. And we have Kingsman and Cherry here duking it out in the midfield, but it's not really any threats for a move going on here by Kingsman. Can't forget that Kingsman is also on like 4 or 5 laps older tires, because he did pit before the safety car as well. You can see his front left does not really look quite so clean anymore. First bits of some graining going on there. Seeing Seagull and Lauda go ham makes me somewhat relieved I didn't sign up for this. Surely there are, like, okay, yeah, fair. If you're like a challenger driver, in this tier, you will not have fun. I mean, I guess as evidenced with Fabian, as we see a move for the lead here, maybe, but Emil's is not getting ahead here. No, but Fabian quitting in this season because it was just like, I think he said it himself, it was just not fun, because everybody is so damn fast. I would get lapped lap 2, yeah, same bro. I wouldn't even survive lap 2, honestly. They would just black flag me for being an obstruction. But yeah, I'd get reported for impeding in the race. So, will Bats finally get his front wing fixed? I think he did. Pit time says 7 seconds in Tool, so I assume he has finally gotten a whole car again. So Seagull is back in front here. And Lauda is gaining on Kingsman and Cherry. Oh, and MQ in the pits. Do you think MQ did not pit? Or did he? No, he must have pit. But he's then probably, let's see. Yeah, he's going for the mediums. So he's gonna go to the end. I guess everybody's gonna go to the end after they pit from here on out. I do wonder when though, like Seagull could even try to go to the end. I'm not sure how feasible that is. Fairly certain Lauda is gonna come in soon, given that he only pitted a lap after the hard runners. And he... I don't know if he can drive this to the end. I don't think so. We could watch Seagull here, or actually we did enough Seagull glazing. I'm hovering over the Seagull button in case he gets really close and there may be an overtake. Okay, here we go. Well, no overtake, back to Lauda. We're going pitting here. And Lauda is... Yeah, he is absolutely fine. But yeah, as said before, I think his medium tires must be given out real bad right now. Slowly but steadily. I would suspect that he comes in at the end of this lap. I think like everybody should, honestly, if they're going for another set of mediums. Debated for content, for real, for real. I just love how like the game even thinks his tires are like dirty. So he's just spawning in the middle of the track again, but his tires are like all dirty. I wonder if it's the same for him. For him it's probably fine. No pit. But P1 for Seagull here. Don't think Emil's gonna come back on that. Yep. That is no problem at all. Lauda back into the pits, back onto some used hearts, I think, from what I can see. Let me double check. Yeah, 5-lap old hearts here, so he's gonna go to the end on these. Yeah, I feel like Emil's man up for Seagull there, they gotta be in despair at some point. I'm not sure if sitting it out on the hearts is like the right call, but we will see. MQ is... wait, let's see, I have the deltas all here. MQ is gaining hard core as well. And already, right, like he's gonna only be gaining more towards the end of the race, but Seagull's and Emil's last time was a 13.8. Never mind, Seagull is driving a 12.8 himself, whereas Emil's is a 14.1. Manup is in the pits, so it's not representative, but in comparison, MQ is driving 11.7. So he's a full second quicker than Seagull right now already, and they still got a long way to go. Lauda did just get past Yeast just behind us, yeah? Oh, Yeast. A little aggressive on the inside there. What? Ferrari is just pressing accelerating harder. That is crazy. How did he just drive away like that? That's... oh, okay, yeah, maybe... Bop. How to lose an end plate in one easy step. Hello? Your game was tweaking because you had too much in-game mail. That is crazy. And to be fair, I tried to open mine just before and it did not work at all. So I was just like, okay, yeah, press exit as fast as possible. Because I'm not risking that shit. But yeah. I'll make sure to open all of mine off stream in the end. Ooh, Yeast speeding the pit lane. That is pain. Yeast retarding in the pit lane. Yikes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it did take an eternity to load, but I was already in the lobby, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm rather just exiting out right now instead of going through these and like just deleting all of them. Yeah, okay. Well, good to know for next time, I guess. As we're on board with Lauda here. Yeah, nah, Lauda is tweaking for real. Can never tell if he's actually tweaking or not. An update on the MQ situation, I guess, as you see, he's not catching up. His lap times have stabilized around Seagull's lap times. Manuf is actually super fast right now, he's half a second quicker than these guys currently. But I don't think that will help him in catching MQ neither. It's just too far apart. Emils is not gonna get back to Seagull again. Seagull is about a second quicker per lap. Okay, I was about to say, that's not real. I can tell it. This is a tweak. So let's see. Don't think Lauda can get above P5. Yeah, I don't think so either. Manuf is the fastest car on track right now. Except Rice on softs. But, well, Rice is on softs. No, actually, no. He is quicker than Rice on softs. Lauda here, setting himself up for a wide entry. Pretty good exit to the straight, but it does not really work out. Unless he's jumping ahead in a second. I don't think that's happening. Well, at least not to the extent he needed. But yeah, I mean, as you said, 5 seconds, 3 laps is rather impossible, I think, for Lauda to get more out of this than his P5, and this would mean he's currently 8 points behind Seagull. Seagull will take the win here. And 5th is 10 points, right? So it's not quite decided yet, but basically if Seagull attends, he's gonna win it next weekend. Hemi killed Seagull last race, yeah. Watch Lauda become second with the Miracle Jannemann performance randomly. Not win it anyways. Let's see, he's clear of Kingsman and Cherry very quickly at least. And I guess Kingsman and Cherry is where we're going, because we don't really have any other battle on track right now. What a waste of a Sunday evening. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, honestly, from what I saw, your race was kind of pain, but you also had like a bunch of nice battles. Oh, I don't know if you found them so nice, but they were entertaining to look at least. Let's see, Cherry here, can't quite get to Kingsman. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I mean, Kingsman's tires should still be sort of fine, honestly. Actually, should be in the 50% as well, but the hearts should be still okay if my calcs are right. They should be in the 40s maybe. Cherry tires might go kaboom. I don't think they do as much as Kingsman's. Like, the mediums should be like well in the 50s right now. Cherry's on 70%. How's to do that? I see, like, what? It was used tires when he boxed. Yeah, but it's only 11 laps. Wait, Lauda got managers now. What? Man of tire go kaboom, or did he just make a major mistake somewhere? No, he's just 2 seconds slower per lap. Holy moly! Must have been some mistake. Yeah, he's losing. He's missing an end plate. This is Cherry we're talking about. He doesn't know what tire savings. Okay, so like others on hards, I'm just saying that, right? Like had like between 4 and 5% wear per lap. So I was assuming that he would be maybe around the 50%. Being on 70 is kind of crazy. But then again, I like surely Kingsman's medium handling can't be so much better than Cherry on his mediums were like 10% per lap. Yeah, but like him on his hards would be like 6 to 7% as well then. I mean, I guess the front left is just like majorly fucked on this track anyways. And here we go, into the last lap. Cherry takes the lead against Kingsman here. Yeah. I was debating whether I should even say, like, both numbers. But then again, I don't care. And Kingsman should be on like almost dead tires here as well. He be sliding around as well. Rice 10-second time penalty. Speeding the pit lane. Hate being conditioned to the name. Yeah, I'm gonna go rage bait in the Discord now. Classic yeast activities on a Sunday evening. Ask Lauda why he pitted again. I think he's gonna like that. Well, Cherry comes out on top of Kingsman. And it's gonna be Bats claiming a lonesome P8. And Rice here. Yes, a fish in the dry here with his Inters. Can he successfully unlap himself against the Finnish drivers? Seagull is still a good bit away. Ooh, the tension. Yeah, I think he's unlapped either way. I don't think it even matters, but yeah. But Kingsman likes being topped by Cherry. Oh. Who wouldn't, right? And there we have it. Rice grabs the last 2 points. Coming 9th. And thus concludes this race. With Seagull on top of the podium, and then we have Emils and MQ. I think again, right? Wasn't this Constellation last week's podium as well? Let me look at the stats real quick again. Duh. So it was not last week. Or was it? Am I blind? 25, 18, where's the 15? No, it was Janneman. Okay. Ah, well. It wasn't then. My bad. We gotta jump through here, otherwise the tool is fried. Yeah, here's the finishing results, honestly. You can read. I can't be asked, honestly. Yeah, here we are. Also, interestingly enough, only 9th point finished just because Yeast didn't complete 90% of the race distance. But yeah, that's it for us from tonight. Next week is gonna be Mystery Race. We're gonna... honestly, I could just spin the wheel live on stream and then go into the pre-stream screen and have that go on as usually. So yeah, we will see how we do that. Hopefully, see you again then next week. Maybe I'm a little bit less fried in the brain. I did do work like 5 hours on my thesis today, so... well, it's not really a thesis, but it's a master's degree essay, so yeah. Anyways. To stop me from yapping, I'm just gonna say goodbye, enjoy your evenings, and see you next time. Bye-bye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.